Ooh, ooh, da 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 da. Boy, I love you so. Welcome back. Round deux. Hello, 10 people already. You're so fast. Chantal, we were waiting. Live on Instagram. Let's get our visual aids ready. I totally agree. Me too. Body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Hiya. Mother, hello, Mr. Hank. I'm listening. Ooh, as a teacher, I like. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the new world. Oh, what's the new world? It's called matriarchy. What is matriarchy? Knowledge, not disinformation. Support and community, not division and hate. Hello. Appropriate. That is matriarchy. Matriarchy is appropriate. Wanted to let you know your glove journal. I got the glove journal. Sick of all the sick elites, so eat them. I caught one. Hello, honored to be here. So happy to be here. Hello, Instagram. Hello, TikTok. Eat them. Eat them. Do you know what smells like barbecue? Eat them. First time in your life. Love, love, love. Can't stay long. Had to stop and say, I love your work. Thank you. Thinking of buying your books? Button in the link in my bio. Hello. I love your life so much. Love the hair. That's my hair. Natural curls. They go hard. Yeah, that's my natural curls. Wash and go, baby. Wash and go with Silk Elements. This fine hair, fine natural curly hair. Love Silk Elements products. First time here, very excited. Mr. Hank, already at work. Do you make 6 figures? Which month? Ready for matriarchy. Are we keeping score? No, you don't count people like things. Right? Which month? When I tap into my purpose, my passion, my talent, I am lit up. Everything is abundant. Everything works in my favor. Defending. I'm not defending anything, dum-dum. Don't mute that person. I want to see what they say. I want to see the level of stupidity they're willing to achieve here. Dude, we block and delete you. We're defending nothing. We have no interest in you. Defending would mean I'm trying to impress you in any way, shape, or form. We don't want you. We render you non-existent. We're not defending anything. We block you because you disgust us, because your mentality is disgusting. I could choke you before I met you, says the dumbest male ever. Close your legs, body count matters, says the dumbest male ever. Defending? We don't need to defend against stupidity. We block and delete you and make you non-existent. Okay? Hopefully you're still here so you can comment. Hi, my love. What's your name?
My name is Phil. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, what topic are you here for?
I wanted to ask a short question, namely that there has been a huge trend of like get my ex back coaches, like on TikTok, YouTube, more YouTube at the time, right? When I was scrolling around, and they would charge you horrendous prices and all that, and I wanted to ask you your opinion on, basically, obviously, like, I know you try to help people, your prices are fair, and from what I've read in the internet, like, that I know, we don't have to argue about that, like, really cheers to you on that. But I genuinely wanted to ask you, because you being a dating coach, there's basically, you try to help people, it's amazing, right? But should you even, in general, okay, like 99% of the cases, take an ex back or try to get an ex back, let alone have a coach help you on this? Or would you say this is complete rubbish? Or would you advise against that? I was just interested. I'm not in the situation at the moment. I'm really not. But I was, many years ago, where I was thinking about like talking to one of the, I didn't do it at the end, because, after a breakup, you're always like sad and stuff, and like it's normal. But yeah, what's your opinion on that? Would you say, like an ex is an ex for a reason? Or would you say, let me see.
By the way, divorce is a breakup with a piece of paper.
Of
So
course.
here's the thing. A lot of these people are exes because we did not do observation before selection. We did selection before observation. So we kissed before 3 months. We kissed
Right.
before due diligence. We kissed while we were still in the hoping game. Geez, I hope after we kiss and commit, he introduces me to people that are important to him,
Yeah.
right? And so we commit first and then work backwards to try and figure out if we pick somebody who's the right person, somebody who is not missing what we bring to the table. When I define myself, I know what I deserve. So we start a relationship and then we find out, oh, he's not always honest. Maybe I can change him. And I stay and I work on it and we fight and we argue and I beg for therapy and I keep having conversations about how their honesty is affecting me in a negative way. Right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so we stay too long with somebody we should have never kissed in the first place, but all of this kissing and sex and making up and being told fighting is normal, arguing is healthy, we must be in the right relationship. Oh. And so finally we break up, but we forget about the dumb shit because we're in a state of grieving and we remember the good shit. Oh, the way he kissed me, the way he did this thing that one time, maybe he'll do it again. And that fantasy I have in my head about where we were going to go, who we were going to be, haven't let go of that yet, that castle in the sky. So when I reminisce, it's usually on the, oh, I miss him side instead of, fuck you, right? Instead of anger, you said this, you do this, right? Instead of really being actually realistic about the fact that we never should have picked him in the first place and realistic about what actually went wrong. And so in the state of angst and grief and sadness, a weak person will seek out somebody who's going to help them get their ex back. Now, with me, if they came to me, I would have said, why did you break up? Was he a 12 out of 12? And with that information, I probably would have said, block him from everything, grab the glove journal, get your self-esteem back, because obviously you're not owning your brain right now if you're missing a douchebag that you never should have picked in the first place. And then when
Yes.
you're ready to pick a long-term partner, use no more assholes to never pick another loser again. And if you need extra help healing your emotions, Comeback Queen helps you heal faster from a breakup or divorce.
Yeah. So that means, if I understood you, thank you for the explanation, by the way. But if I try to extrapolate from your explanation, if somebody comes to you like in tears, completely desperate, that's how people often are after a breakup. We've all been there, right? And says, for instance, man or woman, yeah, Chantel, pardon my language, fucked up. And because I fucked up, I want my ex back. So your first reaction, from what I understood, would be, okay, we're gonna talk about the you fucked up in a second. Did that ex have these characteristics that I'm talking about? If the answer is no, then your answer would be, okay, fine, it's objectively bad, you fucked up, don't fuck up next time, but this ex was not the amazing shit you put him or her on the pedestal, right? You didn't fuck up for Princess Ariel, you fucked up for someone that actually was not your match.
Right.
Did I understand you correctly?
Yes.
I think that's a very good approach though, because like most coaches on YouTube and stuff, they would be like, yeah, you fucked up and now you have to talk to me and pay me $500 and we're gonna help you to get your ex back, blah, blah, blah. And then these people pay and it's a huge industry. The fucker is probably buying himself a new Ferrari with the
So
people's
if you say
money.
the F word one more time, I'll remove you, okay?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. And essentially nobody gets help at the end of the day, right? Whereas you actually, instead of blaming, you kind of disillusion people, right? And say that
I
wasn't
so not disillusion. I bring them to reality.
right. I
If
mean,
the reality was you never should have picked them, if the reality was they're subpar, here's the next step: disengage, heal, become independent instead of codependent. If the reality is this was a good person and it was your baggage that you were vomiting, and when I vomit on your shoes, you take a step back, right? That's gross. So if the reality is you were not taking responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and you pick somebody who did do that, and they said, you know what, I gotta go because this isn't functional for me, despite me bringing functionality, then I tell the person, this is what you need to do to fix yourself, and this is how you need to apologize. And maybe this person will come back.
makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense to me. I appreciate the answer. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome, come back anytime. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. You're tripping. Why you teaching women to not pick losers?
Hi.
Why are you teaching women to use observation before selection? Why are you teaching women to find out who I am first? I'm gonna fail at getting anything. Why are you tripping like this? When you say I didn't control a woman's body before I met her, teaching her independence and autonomy and inherent value, you tripping. Eh? Oh, the losers are losering, aren't they? Hi, my love.
Hi. I'm gonna be talking about a woman and like her preference is woman, but this is a really different situation. But at first, when I first met her, I didn't really feel attracted to her mindset, and so I distanced myself away from her, and basically that made her like really mad and started saying a lot of bad things about me and about my own love life, even though I was very private about it. And like, I basically did feel bad, but when I tried being friends with her again, she basically just made me feel really uncomfortable. Like, she would always check me out or like basically put pressure on me, and I've like not been in a serious relationship with a woman. So I was really scared about that, but she basically is like really famous and like she's really connected to the city, so it made me feel like really scared of
What's your
and
question?
everything. I just want to know if I wasn't wrong for distancing myself from someone like that, because after the last encounter, I finally blocked her and everything, but I still felt like I did something wrong, and I just wanted to know if like I was in the right or not.
What do you think you did wrong?
Like just not telling her at first that I just wanted to be away from her.
So why do
And
you think you owed her that communication?
I don't know, it just made me feel
No.
like really bad.
No. We don't do I don't know. When I ask a question, if you don't have an answer, I let you go so you can go think about it. Why
Okay,
do you
thank
think
you.
you owed her that communication? Why do you think you owed her that?
I don't think I did. I think I did the right thing there.
Well, then there you go.
Thank you. I was just really nervous about that. Thank you so much. I love your lives.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Have a great day.
You too. Occam's razor. My loves, OCCAMS, Occam's razor. Usually the simplest solution is the correct one.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Uh, my name is Ida. Listen, I was just wondering, what do you mean by body count doesn't matter?
Ida, have you had sex with people in the past?
No.
No. Okay, you're not going to understand the next thing that I say, because the next thing I say is who you did is not who you are. If I wanted to find out who you are, I don't ask who you did. I got to stand in your present, observing your behaviors. Ida, is there any way that I can shove you aside, not pay any attention to whatsoever, and find out who you are, Ida?
Yeah, you could.
How would I do that?
You could ask me who I am.
No. I shoved you aside. I paid no attention. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Can you do that?
Yeah. Why are you
I
being
shoved
so
you aside.
condescending?
Oh, so condescending. Goodbye.
What? I just asked a question.
Oh, no. Goodbye. You're offended. Offended. I'm not here to offend you, so I protected you against my offensiveness by blocking you. See, they didn't hear me say that, by the way, because they were already blocked. The moment they went away was when they were gone from my environment. Can't see me, can't hear me. I don't exist for them whatsoever. The moment you let me know I'm offensive to you is the moment you're gone from me. Because what I don't do is keep people who don't like me around me. So they want to choose to be offended by what I say when they didn't hear the words coming out of my mouth. That's their choice. What's my choice? Removal. Don't waste my time. Move on without a second thought. Of course you can do that to people in real life. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. If this happens in real life, like person to person, if that happened person to person, do you know what I would have done? Just like that. Turned around and walked away. Just like that. I don't bother with people who don't listen and then get offended when I point out they were not listening. I don't bother because that's extra labor, mental labor, time labor, explanation labor. In other words, oxygen usage labor. I don't labor for people who don't appreciate what I'm saying to them. I've got standards. Oh, we got the big babies in the comment section, right? Go find the other big babies. This is a university classroom. Okay? I'm not here for grade 2 level education. I'm here for university level education. If you can't understand basic words, go back to grade 2. But that's not where I'm at. Lovelies, don't forget the free book in the link in my bio, Fake Love Need Not Apply, How to Identify and Get Rid of Posers, Losers, Scammers, and Predators. People who want to prey on your empathy, prey on your time. Oh, what do you mean by that? I don't understand the simple words you just said. Explain yourself differently so my ego feels more satisfied. No, you will not prey on me whatsoever. Glasses and Session, get your textbooks. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea. What topic are you here for?
No topic. I just wanted to say I really appreciate what you've been teaching. It's helped me so much. I remember feeling really helpless, like I didn't know how I was ever going to find the right man. It can feel kind of helpless when you feel like they're all the same or they're all going to lie and hurt you, but now I feel like safe, like I can protect myself, and I just really want to say thank you for that.
Hi, you're welcome, my love. I appreciate you. I'm here for you anytime.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Oh, the goodness. We love the goodness. Reading custom made. Custom made. Identify your purpose. Monetize it. This is a two-parter, by the way. You're going to figure out what your purpose, passion, and talent is. And then the second part is turning it into money, just like Mama did. How to get yourself out there so people understand who you are, what you do, how great you are. Don't forget the Globe Journal, my loves. Elevate your confidence and self-esteem. This is my bestseller now. Thank you for what you do. You're welcome. No one getting, I don't know. You're too dumb. You're too dumb. I'm gonna meet you at your dumbness. I don't know. Eh? There you go. Me and you, buddies. Custom made. Two parts, meaning two books? No. 2 questions answered. How do I figure out my purpose, passion, and talent? How do I monetize it? Hi, what's your name?
Hey, it's Redwood.
Hi,
Redwood Dragon.
Redwood.
How are you doing?
Hello. Been a while.
I know I haven't been able to be in much,
It's
but
okay.
I wanted to say hi, and of course, thanks a million. I have books, and I've been listening for a long time, as you might remember. Um, I wanted to know if it was okay to ask you a couple questions about that exchange that you just had with
Yes.
the person who got booted.
Yeah.
Um, what my one question is, when that situation comes up with a person that you already have a relationship with, do you handle it differently for any reason? And the second question is, are there any circumstances under which you would have handled that situation with a new person or a stranger differently?
So can you define that situation and put that into like something that describes that situation?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what my take was on the
No.
situation.
I
I
want
mean,
you to take what's in your mind. I want you
yeah,
to take what you were asking me, take the words that situation and replace it with a descriptor so that
yeah,
I understand what you mean by that situation.
okay. That situation was she called with a question and you were giving her some framework or some question back to help her understand. She got offended with your tone, it sounded like,
Mm-hmm.
and or misunderstood your tone or something. She doesn't know you, so
Got offended because I pointed out that she didn't listen to the words that came out of my mouth. She took what I said, turned it a different way, and I repeated myself. And she said, "You don't need to
yeah,
be condescending." And I said,
yeah.
"Off you go, finished."
Yeah, so that's what I mean by that situation. And I was just curious, would you are there any circumstances under which you would do something else?
No,
In Okay, and also, what if you already had a relationship with that person and they were troubled by your
no.
tone, even if it was on them?
Here's the thing. I said what I said. The
Mm-hmm.
person in front of me, even if it's my husband, didn't listen to the words that came out of my mouth and
Mm-hmm.
created their own reality. And I corrected what they did and brought them back to what I said. And they made an accusation that my
Mm-hmm.
correction was a negative by using a word that is negative, correct? What's that word? What was the word
What?
they used?
Condescending?
Condescending, right?
Yeah.
That's not a positive word, is it? That's a negative word, isn't it?
No, not at all. I mean, I don't find it positive.
It's a negative word. So I corrected your mistake and you turn me into the enemy. Seems to me like you were just waiting to turn me into the enemy. So why would I continue a conversation when your stance, your standpoint is to make me the enemy no matter what I say?
Yeah.
End of
Okay.
conversation. I'm wasting my time. I'm
Yeah.
wasting my time because you're not here to listen to me. You're here to demonize me.
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm asking is I've learned a lot from you in terms of like reevaluating the way I handle my own interactions, of course. I mean, that's kind of the point of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I know me, and what I would have said is, what's going on with you that you find what I said to you condescending? Like I would
Yeah.
have batted the ball
And
back.
so let me ask you this. How much are they paying you per minute to be a therapist in that moment?
Well, yeah, zero. But I mean,
Zero.
to me,
Which means you putting on the therapist hat has zero value to them, right?
well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think that
You're taking on a role that they didn't ask you to take on, right?
I'm not sure because
The
I don't know
therapist
if my
hat, no,
motivation
no.
is therapist hat.
Listen. Well, why did you go there in your mind and feel that way automatically? That's a therapist, is it not?
I don't know. That's why I'm sitting here asking the questions because I'm telling you, like,
That's a
knowing
profession.
me.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, a nurse, a trainer, a therapist, a veterinarian, are those paid roles or unpaid roles?
For their payrolls, but either way, that's not the role we're in this conversation,
No. But when
right?
you're putting on the therapist hat
Yeah,
for free
I mean, if I
for
was talking
somebody
to
who
her,
doesn't care that you put that on because they never asked you to, you're wasting your time, in my opinion. Now, you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to argue with you.
well, I'm not saying that I want to keep doing that. I'm just letting you know that
Then just stop.
that's probably something that I would have done
Not
because,
me, because I don't
um,
provide free labor. I meet people where they're at.
yeah. Well, I think it's a great thing for me to, well, I was going to say for me to ponder, but it doesn't really need pondering, but it's something that I'm currently looking at. My,
Let me ask you
it's,
this. When you've done that in the past, put on that therapist hat, did they take the therapy and change their ways?
well, sometimes in the moment, but not necessarily in any sticking ways. Like when I
No,
am in a
because you wasted your time because they never asked you to and they had zero value to what you did.
Mhm.
I don't waste my time.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. And the way that I'm coming at my questions is this is something that I've identified with myself as a problem. Like, basically, I think it's kind of what your point is overall is that people show you themselves very quickly.
Yes.
And so it's our job to pay attention.
Yeah.
And everyone can kind of have a crap day where they don't act right, but in an ideal world, they'll very quickly pull themselves up. I mean, what I've learned to do is if I go off in a conversation and I recognize that I've gone off, I, I'm not the kind of person who's going to be like, well, we're already well into this argument, and I'm just going to stick my place, even though I know I'm wrong. As soon as I recognize that I've gone off, I'm going to say, wait, stop, and I want to stop my whole way that I'm in this conversation and make a change. That's what I would do, is I would pull myself up as soon as I recognized it.
I reclaim my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
As
right.
soon
Well,
as
nice
I
chatting
feel
with you. I
days
don't want to
off.
hold you up,
Okay. Thank you, love.
but thanks for answering the questions. And
You're
hi, everybody in the chat. Have a good day.
welcome. Anytime, my love.
Okay.
Oh, yes, hombre. It matters to losers. We know that. That's why you're going to disappear in a second. Because women don't give oxygen to losers. We cut the oxygen off. Watch you gasp and expire. Because we don't care about your existence. We block and delete you. We make you non existent. Did you know that? Eh? We don't care. We watch you just die off. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. What topic are you here for?
I'm asking some advice if that's okay.
Yeah, What's your question?
My sister and I have had a breakdown in our relationship because she was disrespectful to me and I put my foot down. And my mom is now in the middle, kind of playing Switzerland. She doesn't insert herself in the argument, but it's enough that it's almost a sign of disrespect to me for my mom ignoring what my sister has done to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I guess my advice is how can I care less just so I can have a good relationship with my mom, especially because they live together. So I have to see my sister every time I see my mom.
Can't you see your mom outside of her house?
No, my mom cannot walk. She's in her bed.
And does your sister ever leave the house?
Not very often, but at least she's respectful enough to minimize her presence when I'm there. I suppose it's just my pain when I do see her.
Okay, so I have a friend group, and we were a very tight-knit group, and one of the members in the group decided she didn't like me anymore, and I was enemy number one. And so I quietly unfriended her without saying anything to anyone else in the group. There was all this animosity between her and I, lots of bullshit going on behind the scenes that I was not saying to anyone else because that's between her and I, which eventually she brought to other members of the group, probably thinking I was talking, but I wasn't. And so I would see her at our gatherings. Now, knowing what she thought about me, how she felt about me, the things she said to me, knowing all of this, I certainly had zero desire to ever see her again. But we are in a friend group. She's still friends with them. I'm still friends with them. So she's going to be at places that I show up at. So what would I do when I went there? Of course, I had a spike of anxiety when I got there and I saw her. I would say hi cordially and then revert back into myself and focusing on the group without focusing on her whatsoever, and just continue bringing my energy in, my thoughts in, every time my focus went outward about her.
I really appreciate that. I really do like that acknowledgement of a hi because then I'm not escalating the argument out in the open.
You say hello the same way you say hello at the cashier at the supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's called common courtesy.
Thank you very much, Chantal. I think I really appreciate that. Thank you for listening to my question, and I'm going to stay and listen to you.
Okay, anytime. And by the way, if you need help bringing, understanding how to bring your brain back, calm your brain, the Globe Journal is going to be really good about that.
Thank you. I've just bought last night. I started reading Evolution Revolution, and also in my cart, I'm waiting for it to be delivered, is Dating 101 because I have two nieces that are starting to have boyfriends. So I am freaking out about the idea of them just running into that with their emotions and hearts. So I want them to be logical about it.
Okay, make sure you read this first, okay?
Okay.
Very important. I wrote an introduction for you.
Thank you. Is there any other is there anything else I should know going into that Dating 101, or any other tips that I can have when I address the girls with the book? Should I just give it to them or just follow the introduction?
You need to read it first because reading the introduction is going to teach you what to do with this.
Okay. Thank you. I'm excited. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of this movement. Honestly, it means a lot.
Thank you, Chantal.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Evolution Revolution. Where's the little boys? Eh, ladies? Where's the little boys? Where's the disrespectful little boys? Where's the little boys spreading disinformation? Where's the yappy little boys? Where's the boys with all the opinions, eh? Where'd they go? Notice how the noise dies down when you are firm with boundaries and standards, how the dysfunction dies down when you are firm with boundaries and standards, how the disrespect dies down when you are firm with boundaries and standards. We're having dinner with mommy. Hello.
Hi, good evening, Chantal. How are you?
Hi, my love. Good. How are you? What can I do for you?
How you were just talking about earlier, I didn't catch all of it, what you were talking about, because I just showed up. So, I heard that if you are with a friend or an ex-friend, like, in the same environment and you're not friends with her anymore, so you're trying to push her thoughts out, like actively.
Yeah.
So, but aren't you using a little portion of your energy actively to keep pushing the thoughts out of her? Like,
Yes, I'm practicing self-control. I'm practicing self-regulation. I'm practicing control over my own brain and emotions. What a great tool in that moment that person is, right? Gives me the opportunity to see just how powerful I am.
right, yeah, so what if it happens again in the at the next event in the same situation? So it's like, are you like actively, constantly having to reserve that energy to keep pushing her out?
There's no reserve. It's not like I have a limited amount of energy. I am
Right.
infinite. I am abundant. I have everything. I am everything at all times. I'm powerful. I'm in control. What about
Right.
what about you?
Same. But like, like, you know how you're saying self-control is discipline on self?
Yes.
So I'm noticing, like, if I want to stop it entirely, give the energy to this person, like, how do I do it? How do I achieve? Like, I know it comes with practice, but like, how do you get to the point where you don't have to actively?
Oh, this is the planet Earth, my love. There's always going to be distractions on your mental health. The stuff that you learn in the Glow Up Journal, these are the tools you will continue to use likely until the day you die. Because you are an emotional animal affected by your exterior stimulation. And what I teach you is to control this animal in this world.
Right. So like, I'm not being impulsive or reactive, right? So I'm responding to the person that's
I'm not reactive, right?
right.
Because a reaction is out loud, is it not?
Yes.
So I had a trigger this person who's mean to me and for some reason decided to make me the enemy, which makes me uncomfortable and anxious. So this person shows up and I feel an emotional spike and I go calm in my body, center my brain within myself. I know who I am, who loves me in this room. These are the people who love me. That's what's important. Do I love myself? Most definitely. That's what's important. This person with these opinions and these emotions, are they important? Definitely not more important than the people who love me and how much I love myself. So I center myself in the reality I want to live in. The reality I want to live in is where I acknowledge my self-love and the people who love me. The reality she wants me to live in is where her opinion matters. That's not the reality I'm going to live in.
So she wants you to do things her way, and you
She
want.
wants me to suffer because she's jealous of me.
Could you like it? Is it effective to confront? Have you tried confronting? Like,
What's the point? She can be who she wants to be, think how she wants to think, and it's not for me to change that. If she doesn't want to see me the way my other friends see me, that's her choice.
right. So, but if she's not, but I apologize. I apologize.
Okay.
Okay, so if she's what's that called? Triggering an emotional spike in you, right?
Yeah.
Is how do you know it's is it based in healthy, you know, emotions, or is it coming from a place of, she's wanting to get you down to her level of thinking? Like, how do you know?
She doesn't want me to have so much self-esteem because misery loves company.
So she's aware that you're aware of, she's aware of your intentions and you're aware of hers, right?
I don't think she's as aware as I am, which is why she would behave that way. Because if she was more aware, she wouldn't act in such a dysfunctional way and make me the enemy of all people.
Right, right. Because, well, what if she's trying to get a point across, but you're not? I mean, I'm not saying you personally right now, but like hypothetically, like if you're not able to receive it, or you're like still kind of blocked by
I
your
don't
trigger.
validate dysfunction.
Okay. So the emotional spike, could it be healthy or?
Emotional spike is what happens when you're in the same room as your enemy.
I see. Because, I see emotional spikes as somebody who's actually matching that emotional depth that you hold.
No. Would you have an emotional spike if a guy was stalking you in Walmart?
No.
Does that make him a good person that you had an emotional spike? Do you need to pay attention to that emotional spike and do something about yourself? Or should you just get away from the guy stalking you in Walmart?
Personally, I would confront this person, like, why are you stalking me, if this person has actually noticed it,
Sure. Yell at him and then leave, right?
No, like, address, like, why do you have to, even?
Why are you around me? Back off! Stop following me! Sure, you could do that, but I'm not going to yell in her face when she's at my girlfriend's party for her baby, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Sorry, it's like your yelling actually threw me off. I apologize. It was fun though. So, yeah, I've done that. I've done that. Like, stop following me. Like,
Oh,
don't do
yeah,
that.
no. I say to people, you have to go now. I'm very firm with strangers, but I'm at my girlfriend's baby shower. Why am I going to have an altercation with this girl who decided to not like me anymore? Why don't I just give her a cordial hello and then get on with my life and enjoy the company of my friends without letting her affect me any further?
Right,
And
but
by the way, everybody
yeah.
unfriended her on their own time. And it didn't need any influence from me because the toxicity that started with me spread to the other people eventually, as I knew it would. I was just the first victim of her toxicity.
So you know what the conflict was, but she didn't want to resolve it with you?
The conflict was inside of her. And there's nothing for me to do about that. You want to take someone like me and turn me into an enemy? That's not a me problem.
Right, because your outcome is not dependent on how she feels about you.
Exactly. And eventually everybody else got sick and tired of her because she vomited her dysfunction on them too, eventually. And I didn't need to say anything to anybody about anything. I knew she would dig her own grave with everybody else, and she did.
Was there no way to figure out a way to?
With someone dysfunctional, stop wasting your time. Were you not listening to the previous caller?
I did a little bit, yeah.
People who don't want your help aren't going to listen to you, okay? Don't bother wasting your free labor on people who don't want it.
Right, because you said she was your friend until she wasn't, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering. Like, was
But
she?
in hindsight, she was never my friend.
Oh,
In hindsight, she was jealous of me the whole time. Because in hindsight, there were the goose eggs, those little Easter eggs, those little moments where I saw that jealousy, that insecurity directed towards me.
did you confront her at those
No,
moments?
there's no need. Why? She's not coming to me. She's not coming to me wanting my insight, wanting my wisdom, wanting my help. What confrontation? Why do we need to go chase after somebody who decided to make me the enemy? What's the point?
Right, like, you know how you have to, I have
I
to do
said,
my
what's
part
the point?
in understanding, like, am I doing my part? Like, is it
I
just
said,
me?
what's the point? What's the point of talking to somebody who's not seeking my wisdom? What's the point? What's the answer?
Her responsibility, like she has to, you know.
What is the point of me confronting somebody who's not seeking my wisdom? What's the point?
There's no point in there because you're
No
wasting your time.
point. That's exactly why I don't engage. If this is who you choose to be, so be it. I accept it. I'm never here to change you in any way, shape, or form because I'm never here to waste my energy on somebody who is not receptive.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Because to understand someone's perspective, you actually have to, you know, listen actively.
She's not interested in my perspective, so why would I talk to her?
I see. So, I mean, you did what's best for you, right? So, I mean,
I disengaged.
so do you think if you were to see her again, would what if she's, you know how I've said that my
Cordial
perspective is
hello,
different? Yeah.
cordial hello, and then I focus back on my friends because friend is a verb, and this person is not a friend.
And if her perspective has grown, like she's willing to like take in your wisdom now.
3-part apology. I'm
Okay.
sorry for all this toxicity and bullshit. I realize that this is the effect it had on you. This is what I've done. Part 3, to never do something like this again. That's where it starts. But if I never hear that, there's no bridge to cross. Even if she came at me friendly, hi, how are you? How are things? Oh, how's business? Oh, I see you blowing up. You're doing so well. Where's the apology? There's no regret for what you did and how you acted. So you're still outer circle.
So like covering up the conflict and just making it seem like it was
There's no
never.
covering up. I accept you where you're at. Willful ignorance, toxicity. There you go. Off you go. You're not inner circle people. I didn't write willful ignorance and toxicity on my inner circle list. I don't bring that, so I don't accept it. You're outer circle if that's who you are.
Makes sense, right? So you have to keep it healthy for yourself, right? It's like it's
Always.
your responsibility.
My mental health, my well-being is always my responsibility.
Thank you. But you get so freaking emotional too. Like you're like kind of right there with your emotions, you know? Like you feel it. And I was feeling it too. Like I was getting a little bit anxious. I don't know if it's just me or you. I don't know.
That's you. I have no anxiety.
How do you do it?
Meditation, my love. Meditation, 24 minutes a day. Shrink that amygdala, the part of the brain that produces stress, fear, and anxiety. When you shrink that part of your brain, you shrink your capacity for those emotions. So I don't care.
Was there a time that you did feel anxious?
Oh yeah, before I meditated. So anxious, I almost took myself off this planet.
Really? Like would you be
Yeah.
sweating and shaking? Your body would be shaking?
Oh, if I went to events where you were the only person who brought me and eventually you leave my side and I'm standing all by myself, the social anxiety was physical.
So was it yours or like were you feeling the environment and the people in the environment's anxiety? Because when your friend left, it's like
No, social anxiety is social anxiety. I was scared to go up to people and start conversations. That's when I was shaking. When I had the anxiety that almost took me off this planet, that wasn't a shaking anxiety, but it was a lot of anxiousness, depression, anxiety.
right. So this is not based in depression, right? My anxiety, because I'm like when I started the conversation, I was good, but now like in the
Oh,
middle
I
of
don't
it.
know, my love. You might be reacting to the fact that I'm not speaking to weakness, and you're not used to that. You're used to operating from a place of weakness. I need to appease people who don't like me, confront people, find out why they don't like me, fix why they don't like me. And I was speaking against that. Maybe that's triggering your anxiety.
You're probably right, because I'm like inviting a new perspective in me, so it's kind of making my, you know, comfort zone a little bit shaky, like my foundation of what I've known always to do with people. It's kind of like shooketh, you know what I'm saying? So
I
it's
can
kind of
tell. I can tell.
pretty, yeah. So
Yes.
I mean, are you like proud of my awareness that I'm aware of what's happening and actually accepting it?
I'll be proud of it when I see it in action.
So like next time I'm here, I'm not as anxious or not at all.
Next time you're here, you speak about how you were in control.
I like it. I mean, it's a step-by-step process, right? So like
It is.
maybe next time you're gonna tell me something, more, open up my perspective more, so I'm gonna get anxious again.
We'll see.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Come back anytime.
Have a good evening. Take care of
Yeah,
yourself.
you too.
Thank you.
Okay, we got anal coming up. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Lena.
Hi, Lena. What topic are you here for?
I'm just here because I want to communicate better in my relationship, and I feel like I'm trying to figure out what are the wounded parts of us and like what are
Yeah.
the parts that aren't going to change.
Okay, so first of all, I do need you to stop moving around because all of this movement is creating noise and that's very distracting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
I got my phone on the charger, so I should be good to not move.
Okay, all right. Now, first of all, you want to make your communication better in your relationship. So are you sure you're the problem?
I think that sometimes I can be very forgetful, and I was smoking weed a lot. I've been smoking weed for like the past 8 years, all day, every day, but I'm 4 days sober. And I'm just really realizing that I trigger him just as much as he triggers me sometimes.
So what is it that you are having a problem communicating?
We will have a disagreement, and I feel like he can get defensive and say things like, you don't know how the English language works. And
What are you disagreeing about?
like, it could be just like literally how a dish gets put away or something like that.
So this dum-dum who lives in the house he shares with you doesn't know where dishes go?
Well, no, he
Or are
thinks,
you the dum-dum? Who's the dum-dum who doesn't know where dishes go?
well, I know where dishes go, but
So he's the
it'll-
dum-dum who doesn't know where dishes go.
no, I guess I'm explaining it wrong. So,
And then you point out where the dishes go and he gets defensive?
no. I loaded the dishwasher not to his liking, and that stuff like that like triggers him a little bit, and then I'll start explaining like why I did it a certain way and that I'm learning, and
Who's doing it the better way, him or you?
he is doing it the better way.
So you're the dum-dum.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself a dum-dum, but yeah.
Well, there's a way to load the dishwasher so the dishes get cleaned, correct?
Right.
And so he was saying the way you're loading it doesn't quite clean the dishes well enough.
Right.
And then you guys get in a fight about that.
I think what happens is when I try to explain, okay, so this isn't a very good example to start off. It's a really bad example. This is a bad example because
Part of the problem is ego when you want to explain instead of acknowledge. So the defensiveness is you. Instead of you saying, you're right, I loaded the dishwasher in a sloppy way without paying attention to how the dishes need to go so they're washed properly. You're right. Next time I load the dishwasher, I'll do it properly. You have to defend why you did it in a sloppy way because of your ego. You don't want to admit you were wrong.
no, I do admit this is okay. I think honestly, I didn't even start this out well at all. This is not a great example, but I think during a simple argument, like I'll say something, I have an opinion on someone on the screen, like on Love Island, and I'm like, you know, maybe they didn't do that the right way. And he's like, oh, I do think that they did that the right way. And then it's kind of like he sometimes doesn't see that there are other ways to do things. So it's not like I loaded it sloppily or anything like that. That's that's like one of our like early examples of him kind of figuring out that like I have some adjustments to make. And we've had some like arguments about things like that, only because I feel like when we're arguing with each other, we think that our dryness is something else. And then I don't know. I think we're just like,
Get your fixation books.
yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Communication, conflict resolution, taking responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, detaching your emotional roller coaster ride from your partner so that if they're bumpy, you can still smooth yourself out.
Right. So I think that honestly, it is definitely a matter of both of our egos sometimes. And I think also that the reason why I do think we are compatible is because he always is able to see how he was mean and wrong at the end and come to me with genuine apology. So thank you. I tried to buy it this morning and then my credit card wasn't working. So
Uh-oh.
thanks for talking.
Yeah, you're welcome, Anna.
Thank you.
Bye. Aura. Maybe he's just patiently trying to get her to load the dishwasher right. There is a way, you know. Hands up in the comment section if there's a way to load the dishwasher properly. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, it's Sherry again. You talked to me earlier.
Hi, Sarah.
I've got like just listening to you, I would like to have another question.
Okay.
Can you please teach me more about ego? I'm buying the Glow Up Journal today and I'm going to start that journey, but I would just like to hear a little bit about ego. I'm very much someone who does work on myself and then I get caught in the trap of I'm the shit, and then it kind of, the ego takes over again. So I get stuck in this cycle of having to quieten my ego and just tell it to settle down, that I'm just like everybody else and, you know, we're all dealing and all improving.
So ego is a physical sensation, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It is a whoosh, like a white hot, a red hot whoo of emotion. It's a sudden heat of emotion. And then you want to vehemently deny what was just said. That's not right. That's not true. I got to correct this. And that's ego. When you feel the whoosh, that's when you close your lips and you ask yourself, what is the truth in what I just heard?
Absolutely. Yep. So acknowledge and try not to deny.
All happens inside your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you deny, now we got a whole situation, we got a back and forth. I'm not wrong, yes you are, and blah, 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 right? And then you got to fix the fight. You got to fix the argument that you just had. If you have a whoosh and you close your lips and you go, what's the truth in what I just heard? And then you go, you're right, baby. I did load the dishwasher wrong. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to make sure I pay more attention when I load it next time. No problem, right?
No problem.
So recognizing the physical sensation, taking the appropriate next steps in your head means you don't cause problems with your ego.
Cool. I like that. Yeah. Just trying to apply it to say my last disagreement. I tried to fix that shit. There was only the workbook available on Amazon that I could see. Do I have to get both or can I just get the workbook?
Are you sure you were on the right button? What did you use the link in my bio?
I did, and it took me to Amazon, and then I
Okay,
searched
wait. What country are you in?
Australia.
It took you to Amazon.com. So it took you to the USA Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that button goes to .com. You have to go and type Amazon.au, your
Mhm.
Amazon, right?
Yep.
Go to your Amazon right now and type my name, Chantal Hyde, into the search engine.
You want me to flip out of this?
Yeah, do it
Okay.
right now. Tech support. Ding dong,
I'm
ding
having a
dong.
look right now.
Okay.
Can you tell me how to pronounce your last name while I'm searching?
Heide, Hyde. This Sibamu person obviously is a major fuck up because the amount of times you defended loading a dishwasher wrong shows me how many times a day somebody has to point out how sloppy you are. Because you are so ready to defend sloppiness, you're doing it like it's a habit, which shows me you have a habit of being sloppy, and people keep pointing it out and you keep defending it because you'd rather pick sloppy than doing something the right way. Stop yapping, by the way. I see one more comment from you. I'm going to mute you. And if it pisses me off, I'll go ahead and block you, okay?
Hey, I'm back, Chantel. So yeah, having a look at the actual only the workbooks there. There's the Fix That Shit with the title with the front cover with the hands holding. Is that the same one? I think that's the couple one.
Yeah. If it doesn't say for men, it's for women. It might show an old cover.
Okay, it must be the old cover too,
It's a
couple.
Brown, it's brown with the two hands, so it's
That's it.
showing the old cover. I did a redesign, but it's not showing up everywhere. So can you see for paperback? There's no button for paperback. Click on any.
There is a button for paperback. It's just the different cover that threw me. I thought it was a cover for couples.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
cool, perfect. I'll order that one. I need to fix my shit.
There you go, my love. I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Come back.
I don't want to be a time digger. I'm just a little bit starstruck. I'm racking my brain for another questions, but I won't be a time digger. So thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome, my love.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Lovelies, don't forget the free book in the link in my bio. Fake Love Me Not Apply. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Issa.
Isa, what topic are you here for?
I have seen like a couple of your clips, but I haven't seen like the whole explanation that you've given with like the laminated sheet that you show of like the long-term relationship and the short-term one. Could you like give the whole explanation? Because I haven't heard it yet and I'm just curious.
For what specifically?
Like how that connects to the body count doesn't matter.
Body count doesn't matter. So you have every right to have an exploration stage where you try different things to was there some background noise or is that me? Oh, do you have like a Bluetooth thing plugged in or something?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's just there's a feedback when I talk.
Okay, I can disconnect while you explain it if that helps.
Okay, do that.
Okay.
Yeah, because it sounds like gremlins talking every time I speak. Was okay. Oh, okay. So you have every right to do what you want with your body, right? I want to try different things with my body to see what my body likes. I'm going to try different people, different body types, different kinks. I want to try different genders to see what my body likes, what fits me. Only by trying on different clothes, different styles, different sizes do I find what fits me. I want to find out what fits me. So you have every right to find out what fits you. You have every right to have sex just for fun. This person looks like fun, looks like a good time, gonna hop in, have a good time. You have every right to do that. Body count doesn't matter, no matter how high, no matter how low. If you never went through that stage, that's also fine. If you are self-identified without exploring, that's also fine. The number is irrelevant. No matter how high, no matter how low, it doesn't automatically make you any type of person. Somebody with a low body count could be disrespectful and dishonest. They could be lazy and selfish. A low body count is not an automatic character definer. A high body count is not an automatic character definer. If anybody says, tell me about the activity of your genitalia so I can tell myself your character, they're dumb. Block the dum-dums, because you didn't write dum-dum on your list of what you're looking for in a long-term partner. When you're ready to pick a long-term partner, you define who you are, which tells you what you deserve. You go find your match. And anybody you meet who asks you, what's the activity of your genitalia? You don't answer the question. You instantly block and delete them because you didn't write controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, genitalia obsessed, dumb on your list, which means they're disqualified because they're not what you want. And that's why body count doesn't matter.
Hi, Chantel. Hope you're well.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Phil.
Hi, Phil. What topic are you here for?
Let me just turn on the phone a bit louder so that I can hear you better. Okay, perfect. So, I just wanted to say, new update. Like, your advice is amazing. Like, you know that. Thank you. So essentially, I'm gonna keep it short. Like, I obviously, as you know, was talking to the married woman. I blocked her. I've been living my best life, and I basically applied your advice. And so I've been having like a girlfriend. I'm very happy with her. She was actually one of my closest friends, and so like it's really healthy. And she's like 3 years older than me, but it doesn't matter. Like, I really don't mind. The age is just a number for me, right? And essentially, we were like cooking together. It was all nice. And one day I hear the bell ringing, and I was telling my friends, one of my friends was saying like, she kind of looks like that married woman, and I got really insulted by that comment because it pissed me really off. And so I was with my girlfriend in the kitchen. We were cooking and the door's ringing. And I open up the door and she, like the married woman, stands in front of the door. So I was like super shocked. Like, no, I didn't know she was coming or anything. It was out of the blue. And I'm kind of polite, I didn't want to be like, what the hell are you doing here? Da, da, da. I was like, okay, hi, what can I do for you? And
Phil,
yes,
Phil, it's been a long time since I watched a soap opera, and there's a reason for that. What's your question?
so basically there was a freak out because she's my
What's the
girlfriend's sister.
question? What's the
No, because they're sisters.
What's the
And basically
question? What's the question?
the question is both are
I don't
pregnant
hear
and
a
should I
question.
convert to
Question starts with
Okay,
what
yeah.
is, what do I, how do
So
I?
she was
What
so the
is,
question
what
was
do I, how do I, Phil?
huh?
What's the question? Stop ignoring me, I'll delete you.
The question is, should I marry both? But that's not legal. Like, how do you do that? You know what I mean? But they're pregnant, both of them. But I'm not kidding. Like, listen.
Ring my bell. Blocked, by the way. Blocked. By the way, I caught on to him at the first story. I was entertaining him. Did you see? Did you see, ladies? The made-up drama, the pathetic drama. I could tell it was made up for the first story.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Margot. Really, I guess I have a question. So I my relationship is like I guess people would say it's kind of controversial. Like anybody I've ever talked to, any of my friends think it's controversial. So I've been in like a big age gap relationship. I'm getting ready to turn 23 and he's 46. So people have a lot of opinions, but for me, it's like this feels like the healthiest relationship I've ever been in.
Oh, they're good at
Um,
that. They're good
yeah.
at that. Yeah, what's your question?
I guess my whole thing is that like to me it seems really healthy and
I don't hear a
um
question.
um I guess I just don't really know what to do because
What do you do about what? What's your question?
I just don't know like how long it's going to last really because
I don't
he
have a
always
crystal ball.
says that
I don't have a crystal ball, my love. How long you been dating
sorry.
him for? How long have you been dating?
7 months.
Okay,
I guess
so
my question is at what
listen,
point
listen,
do I
listen,
sorry,
listen, listen to me. You're asking me, should I stay or should I go? Is that the question?
basically.
So in the link in my bio is a $5 12 character trait quiz. You go take that right now. I'm here till 8 p.m. Do you
Hmm.
have a credit card?
Yes.
Do you have $5 on your credit card?
Yes.
You go take that quiz right now. You come back and tell me the score and we'll talk some more.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
It's going to be the clarity we both need, okay? You go do
Yeah.
it right now.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Margaret, I'll be watching for you.
Thank you.
Oh. Hey, listen, I did date my share of older gentlemen in my early 20s, okay? But I didn't keep any of them for 7 months. I let them all go after 3 because I was a busy girl doing busy things, living a busy life, and I had no desire to be held down. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Lynn.
Lynn, what topic are you here for?
Hi, I saw that body count doesn't matter, period, it's a manipulation and control tactic. May I ask what do you mean by that in particular?
You said Lynn, right?
Yes, my name is Lynn.
Lynn, have you had sex with people in the past?
Yeah, I did once, actually. My body count's at 1, actually.
Okay, yeah. I don't need a number, it's irrelevant. Would you say who you did is who you are?
Excuse me, sorry?
Would you say who you did is who you are?
No, yes.
So
But
if I want to find
yeah,
out who you are, I just ask about them, right? And whatever they are is who you are, right?
yeah,
Oh, cool. Hold on.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let's give this person a name. What should we call him?
Let's say Julian, for example.
Julian. And why are you not with Julian now?
Actually, because I think I've got manipulated. Because I believe, like, at the moment, I've got more religious, and for in the rule,
Manipulative. Thank you. Manipulative. Any other reason why you're not with him now?
because how he was with me, he was
Which is
abusive. He was
what?
abusive. Abusive.
Abusive. What else?
Did not show respect,
Not respectful.
and didn't accept if I said no. He still
Oh,
annoyed me with it. Still pushed me, threatened me, not with hurting, as well with hurting me, but with breaking up with me and everything and all. And I was 16 at the time.
okay. So who you did is who you are. So you are manipulative, abusive, you're not respectful, and you don't seek consent. You're very pushy because who you did is who you are. That's what you told me,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So as per you, body count matters because who you did is who you are. So I've defined you, haven't I? As manipulative, abusive, non-respectful, and non-consensual. That's you, correct?
Yeah.
I defined you appropriately with those words?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's I don't know.
No.
It's
Listen to me. Did I define you when I called you manipulative, abusive, non-respectful, non-consensual? Did I define you when I used those words about you?
to be honest, mostly manipulative.
You are manipulative, you are abusive, you're not respectful, and you're non-consensual. That's you, right?
Not completely, just manipulative, and I'm not happy about it.
You said who you did is who you are, which is why body count matters to you. See, I am a logical person. Body count doesn't matter to me because I know who I did is not who I am. But to you, body count matters because you define yourself similarly to the people you did. Who you did is who you are. So there's no reason for me to stand in your present and find out who you are. I just shove you aside, look at who you did, and define you the same way.
Oh, okay, now I understand. And sorry if you just realized my English is not the best. I'm actually from Germany, so.
So should we start over?
Sure.
You asked me why body count doesn't matter. I said, have you had sex with people in the past? You said yes. I said, would you say who you did is who you are? Would you like to change your answer?
Yes. Now I realize it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how your body count is. It doesn't change
Exactly.
person.
Because you're not who you did. You are who you are. And if I want to find out who you are, I don't ask who you did because it doesn't give me the answer. For me to find out who you are, I stand in your present. I observe the behaviors rolling out in front of my eyes. Asking who you did doesn't tell me if you are this person. Only spending time in your environment in the present will tell me if you have these qualities or not.
Okay. Yeah, it does change my thinking of it.
Yeah.
To be honest, it does. Because I did tell myself that I was these things without proving myself. And actually this talk did help, actually.
There you go. Any other questions?
No, further on, not.
Okay. All right. Thank you, my love.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bring it. Oh yes, you guys, the Chantal Hyde Show starting this Saturday on my YouTube channel. Hi, what's your name?
Hello.
Hi,
My name's Corey.
Corey, what
I
topic?
just had a question.
Corey, what topic are you here for?
I was just asking a question about the manipulation and control tactic. I don't really how does that work?
So for me to help you understand that, I do something that I call a thought exercise, where I ask you a series of rapid fire questions. You give me a quick yes or no answer, the most logical yes or no being your answer. At the end of each question, I go bop, 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 bop. And in a few questions, I show you how it's manipulation and control. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, first question. Somebody asking what my body count is asking how many people I had sex with in the past before they met me, yes or no?
Yes.
They're asking because they have a number in their head where my answer in relation to the number is going to give them a positive thought, emotion, reaction towards me if my number is lower, or a negative thought, emotion, reaction towards me if my number is higher. Do you agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you agree that people tend to seek pleasure and avoid pain?
Yes.
Do you agree that somebody asking what my number is not seeking to hear a higher number?
Yes.
And that's where their manipulation and control comes in. Instead of them addressing their trigger over their imagination when they think about something not currently happening and getting therapy to take accountability for their own thoughts and emotions, the behavior they choose is to stomp around the internet going, body count definitely matters, trying to convince women to say no to sex where they figure out their own body, no to sex where they figure out their curiosities, no to sex that could just be fun, no to sex that help them figure out their own sexuality. Oh, no, no, no. Women have to say no, 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 no. So when this pathetic loser comes across her, he automatically hears that lower number without having to take accountability for his own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, because for him, accountability is kryptonite.
Okay, I see now. But like for like a more, I would say like for maybe like a more mature person, wouldn't they just like leave the situation if that were to happen to them?
What situation?
Like if a man asks about like the body count and like you said,
That wouldn't be a man, that would be a guy. And the moment a guy presents himself, women
you're right,
block and delete him because men stand confidently in the present. Men don't look at a woman and ask about other boys' pee-pees. Men are not stuck in the past. Men are not afraid of comparison.
Oh, okay. I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, what's your name?
Yo, sorry, my name is Michael.
Michael, you need to go somewhere where it's quiet. If I hear any background noise, I'm going to let you go. Do you understand?
No, yeah, this is good, right?
Yeah, so sit still. Hold your microphone like a microphone. No moving around. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, what topic are you here for?
So kind of about the body count thing. So would it be bad for me to want a woman who has a 0 body count?
Oh, you can want whatever you want. The moment we meet you, we block and delete you.
Well, I mean, I'm a virgin myself, so
No. What did you not understand? The moment we meet you, we block and delete you.
Yeah, I guess so. Then, I mean, that would be totally fine, right? Because everyone's open to their own thing, right?
Yes, go get your thing. We don't care what you want.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, you can go ahead and block and delete me.
I don't need to block you. I don't find you offensive. I'm just letting you know. If we meet you in real life, we don't care what you want.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I mean, it goes both ways. I mean, if
we don't care that you care.
if I find a woman
We don't care that you don't care. There's no conversation needed. You could just move
I mean,
on
yeah,
with your life.
if you don't fit within my qualities, then
Block us.
there's no
Block
wrong.
us. Block us. Do us the favor. Don't buzz around us like a fly hoping to get some. You know what I mean? That just makes you dumb. Makes you immoral. Makes you
How's it immoral,
illiterate.
bro? I just want a black queen.
Illiterate to your own desires. I want a
Bro,
virgin,
I
but
just
I'll have
want
sex
a
with two.
beautiful
Why are you
black
yapping? I
queen
can't hear you.
to bring
It's
a
dumb for
beautiful
you to talk
family.
when I'm talking because I can't
A
hear
beautiful
you.
black
You're
family.
wasting your breath. Now I'm going to block you because you show me you have no self-respect, no self-control, which is why you're the loser who gets rejected. Bye. I have no idea what he said, and I honestly don't care. Irrelevant.
Hi, good
What's your
evening.
name? Hello?
Hi there. Good evening. How are you?
What's your name?
My name's Matt.
Matt, what topic are you here for?
I'm pretty new to this, so you'll have to excuse me. My topic would be, if you don't mind, body count doesn't matter to me. However, I think it's more traditional dating is what I'm finding struggles with, and by that I mean, uh, I just find that, and I don't want to blanket everyone, but dating is so bloody hard nowadays. I'm 40 now. I came
Yeah,
out of long-term relationships, and boy, is it ever difficult. And
yes.
so I think my main concern is it's like I know women are very complex. I understand that very well, but
Oh no, we're quite simple.
oh well,
We're
I'd
quite
like
simple. We
okay.
want somebody who takes responsibility for their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It's not that hard unless you're lazy.
Well, that is certainly not me. I'm very, very good at it. I think what I struggle with is perhaps I'm too honest and maybe too open, whereas where people don't want to engage further. I'm posed a question. This happened last week. I was posed a question about, why am I single? And I was truthful and honest. My
What's your
partner,
answer? What was the answer?
she cheated on me.
That's why you're single, because she cheated on you?
Correct. Yes.
Why did she cheat on you?
She longs for lots of people. She's had lots of that's not her first time doing that to a partner. I wasn't primitive to it at the time.
Okay.
So but again, I'm the last person I was like small time dating. I was just honest and I said, yeah, like I don't have time to waste, and so if you ask me a question, I'll give you an answer. And it's quite often, I'm told, like, you want someone who's sincere, honest, hardworking. I'm loyal. I'm not a bad looking guy. I work really hard. I know what I bring to the table. I'm not cocky, but I am confident. But I am sincere. And the moment that you open up, boom, you're you're pretty much on the back burner for them. It just seems like every woman that I come across kind of wants more of like maybe they're just wanting like the asshole.
No, we don't want somebody we complain he's such an asshole, he did it again. That's why there's such a high divorce rate. That's why so many women are staying single.
Correct. Which is why I too, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Take it back. So take it back. The sentence you said where it seems like women just want the asshole, take it back.
Okay, I will take it back.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I can take that back. It's it's very disheartening, and
Yeah.
so I'm often
Yes.
asked. I've been
Listen,
in nothing.
you're not the only one. I've had many women coming to my channel saying, damn, dating is hella discouraging.
Mhm.
It is. It's a lot harder nowadays to get into a relationship because
Right.
you have to show a woman what you can provide for her that she doesn't already provide for herself. And you have to not disrupt the peace she's already created for herself. And you have to not be a distraction from her goals and ambitions because she's refusing to sacrifice her finances by getting in a relationship with somebody who will drain her time, focus, and attention away from her goals and ambitions.
Yep. No, I
It's a lot harder. And women have zero interest in getting in a relationship and having to cohabitate and seeing somebody's mess in her house and having someone smell in her house and having the extra cleaning to take care of and the extra shopping to do and the extra caring to do. So you're right. It's more difficult for both men and women.
right. So I have a side question, if you don't mind. So I was also asked. I've had nothing but long-term relationships. Um, I always pull the pin because I if I feel like, hey, like maybe this isn't my person, like I don't like to waste anyone's time, and I will be forthcoming with it unless I'm cheated on. However, I was asked if I'm the red flag simply because I've never been married and I've never had my own children. I've been stepdad. I've thought about marriage, but I knew something was amiss, so I just didn't go through with it. I still hold. If I were to take a vow, I take it very seriously. I take relationships seriously. I have like really, I like to think appropriate standards. And I was asked not long ago, like, oh, like you must be a red flag. You've never been married, never had kids. And my rebuttal was, no, I have standards and like I have a philosophy in my head. Like last thing I want is a broken home and a broken relationship and bring a child into it. That's the last thing in the world I would want. I want what everyone else wants, which is just love and peace and a family. I want all that too. So, but like, it was just shocking to me when someone said I'm the red flag, and I'm like, well, this is coming from a woman who asked me that. She's got 3 kids with 2 different dads,
So
and
you
she
just
wants to
came to
date me.
complain about people?
No, I
Okay,
came to
I don't hear a question, but I do hear a lot of complaints.
my question was, so am I the red flag?
I don't know. Go take the $5 12 character trait quiz in the link in my bio and come back and tell me your score, and I'll tell you if you're the red flag. Do you want to do that?
Well, I don't think I need to.
No?
I think
Okay.
I think I was beside myself just hearing upon
No,
that.
you're definitely beside yourself. You're very in your own company. I can tell. Yes, maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe that's the red flag right there. Is you're very self-involved. You don't actually want to discover yourself, because when I point you to where you can find out if you're problematic with a 12 character trait quiz, which would take you no more than 5 minutes, you scoff at the idea. You laugh it off. No, I don't need information. I don't need self-reflection. I don't need to find out if I'm actually the problem. I'd rather just blame other people and complain about other people. So there you go. That's the problem.
Hi, Chantel.
Hi.
My name is Sherry, and I wanted to ask you about your thoughts on substances, particularly alcohol and weed. And I like to practice self-control. I've quit tobacco, and that was very hard. Is it more self-control to abstain completely, or to participate with those substances responsibly?
There's nothing wrong with having ice cream, right?
No.
No. And there's nothing wrong with spending money on a movie, right?
No.
Right. So sometimes we choose ice cream for entertainment. Sometimes we choose a movie for entertainment. Sometimes we choose alcohol for entertainment, or something else for entertainment. And as long as it's not something that takes over your life and gets in the way of your productivity and achievements, I don't think there's anything wrong.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. I was, a small part of me was secretly hoping that you'd say that, because I do love to participate in weed, in the afternoons, but I still pay my bills. I'm still a responsible parent, and, I just really appreciate that.
Do you see all these books?
Yes, ma'am.
Every single one the night before, I was doing a puff puff. And every single morning, the next morning, I was writing my books.
Damn straight. Thank you very much, Chantel. I can only hope that I can write a book like you. And if I really actually felt those words, then I'm going to be buying your book that explains how to monetize your creativity and passion.
Yeah, smoking every night.
Custom made.
Writing every morning, right? Because fresh in the morning, my brain was more clear. My brain was more, kind of focused in, instead of distracted by the other things that I would need to do, the emails, the phone calls I would need to do. So morning was the work time. Afternoon, evening was the creative flow time.
Oh, wow. Is any more information about that, like say your day and your work process, is that in any of your books?
I do talk about that in Custom Made, what my flow was, and I do encourage you to find your flow. For example, people will ask me, when's the best time to meditate? And I say, find your sweet spot when you're going to get it done.
I love meditating. Yes, I've been meditating since I was 15. That's 20 years now. So I'm a big fan, and I'm actually surprised when I've only just found you, and I'm surprised that your philosophy and your dating methodology pairs with meditation. You're actually the first kind of self-help guru in this kind of area that pushes for the health of meditation. So that's awesome. I really appreciate that.
It is the first step in every single one of my books.
Thank you. And I love that femininity and that kind of energy that meditation pushes forward too. It really does help you kind of silence aggression overall and anxiety. So thank you, Chantel.
Dio, did you want to say something?
Yes, I wanted to give a little advice on the safety of usage of cannabis, if it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we have in our body endocannabinoid system. This system controls almost everything that happens in our body. And when we supplement cannabinoids from outside, it's very good for our body actually, because that system only creates goodness in our body. But there are side effects of the consumption. It's changes of thermoregulation of the body. So you might start to feel a little colder than usual in the same environment that you were. This is one of the signs where you need to stop for 3 days and make a pause. You can consume again, check if it's okay. If that still gives you since changes in the temperature, then you need to make a pause 5 days and you increase by 2 days each time that you consume till you understand that it's slowed down, because there is too much of endocannabinoid, I mean external cannabinoid in endocannabinoid system. And also the second part I wanted to say, it's actually very healthy for you. It's one of the safest things that is, and it's super healthy for people with ADHD. There are studies that shows that THC, the one thing that creates those little hallucinogenic effects, helping people to be more productive, helping them to focus, helping them to invoke their intuition and manage their emotion best.
There's Dio speaking facts. Thank you.
Always. I got the best people.
I love hearing his
you.
voice. Thank you, Chantal.
Hannah. You're welcome. Lovelies, don't forget to get the free book in the link in my bio, Fake Love Need Not Apply, How to Identify and Get Rid of Posers, Losers, Scammers, and Predators. Don't forget this list is a free download as well. It really helps you when you do your homework in your dating book. Hi, what's your name?
Hey, my name's Dunk.
Tony, what topic are you here for?
So I just saw the statement that no kisses and no sex for 3 months. Is that accurate? Is that what you preach?
Preach. It's what I teach. So when you're looking for a long-term relationship, you want somebody with all this, right, Tony?
My name's not Tony, but
Yeah, Tony, do you want somebody with all these qualities when you're looking for a long-term relationship? Yes or no?
I don't
Yes.
think.
Yes. Does it take time to figure out if somebody has all those qualities? Yes or no?
It takes time.
It takes time. That's right. And sometimes it takes up to 3 months. Sometimes it takes less than 3 months to figure out what they're missing, right? You might see the laziness. You might see the irresponsibility. You might see the dishonesty well before 3 months. And so you get rid of them, right? So it's a good thing you didn't kiss them, because your exclusivity is for the right person, not the wrong person. Am I right?
I agree that you shouldn't
Exactly.
enter a relationship if you don't have what
No,
you want
it's
personally.
not. We should not, Tony. We should not start a relationship with somebody who's not what we want. Am I right?
I agree. However, that's
Exactly.
different than
So
kissing and
listen, stop yapping. So before there's a relationship status, there's an observation period, right?
yes.
Yes, to make sure they are the right person because it takes time. So we take the time to observe you before we give you kisses, sex, sleepovers, or exclusivity because those benefits are not for mistakes. Am I right, Tony?
My argument is that
Those
a woman,
benefits are not for mistakes. Am I right or am I wrong?
for a relationship, yes. However,
Exactly. So a mistake doesn't get relationship status. A mistake gets a send off, right, Tony?
well, first of all, calling someone a mistake because he doesn't fit your standards is, I think, offensive.
Oh, so be offended, Tony. Do you know what we care? Do you know how much we care, Tony? This much. Just see how there's no space, Tony.
All right.
Your
So if a woman
your
doesn't fit my
fifties,
standards,
your
is she a mistake?
fifties are irrelevant when you're a failure. We just send you off, Tony. We don't care about your feelings. You failed to pass the test of time. You showed us you're not what we want.
All
You
right.
showed us you lack communication skills. You talk over us. You showed us we have to repeat ourselves several times for you to understand the simple words that come out of our mouth. You show us that you don't respect our autonomy because for some reason you want women to give relationship status and benefits to loser failures who don't meet our requirements.
All right. May I talk now, please?
Sure.
I think
Oh,
calling
fine.
someone a mistake because it doesn't fit your standards
Oh, I don't care what
is,
you think.
all right, well, this is my opinion, is
Yeah, I
offensive.
don't care about your opinion. Anyways, they muted you because they found you boring. They found you boring when you kept talking over me and you kept repeating yourself and saying the same thing. You're a failure to show us IQ. A failure to understand what we say, a failure to absorb information, a failure to do anything but circle a drain of a repetitive idea that we shouldn't call you a failure because, oh, a mistake, sorry. Don't call him a mistake. No, you weren't a mistake because we didn't kiss you. Kissing you and letting you sleep over and giving you exclusivity would have been a mistake, but we didn't make a mistake, which is how you ended up not being a mistake. So you were offended for nothing, dum-dum. I know, he's big man, got big feels. Big feels about his inadequacy. I don't bully, I treat people appropriately. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, Chantel. My name's Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey. What topic are you here for?
I just wondered if I could share a paragraph about matriarchy and comparing it to patriarchy with you.
Sure.
Okay. So matriarchy is not woman-centered in the same way that patriarchy is man-centered, and I think that's why people miss or misunderstand it.
Before you read your paragraph, can I explain to you why I'm not for equality?
Absolutely. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So when people say, "Oh, are you a feminist?" I go, "Define a feminist." And they go, "Somebody who wants equality." And I go, "I don't want equality. I want the best person for the job, always." So if we had a governing body of 100 people, equality means if only 20 males are fit for the job, we give 50 males the job and 50 females the job, even though 130 females were fit for the job, but only 20 males were fit for the job. That's equality. Equality is bullshit because it's not putting the best people in the job. It's splitting the job in half and giving shitty people some of the job. I'm not for equality. I'm for the best person for the job at all times. And so if that's mostly women, if that's 80 women and 20 males, so be it. That's what I'm for. Go on.
Ooh, I love that. Thank you. I love that.
Yeah.
So part of the reason I think people misunderstand matriarchy is because they imagine patriarchy but with different genitals. So that would be women on top and men underneath because that's how it looks like in patriarchy. I don't believe that's what a matriarchal or matrivocal society is. I believe they're child-centered and life-centered and kinship-centered. The organizing question isn't who is in charge, it's are the children safe? Is the community stable? And will the next generation be okay? It's
Will
a
the
very
next
different
seven,
vibe.
will the next 7 generations be okay?
7. Ugh, I love it.
Yeah.
Love your thoughts. I love it. That's why I wanted to read this to you, is because I wanted to hear what you thought.
Yeah. Patriarchy is selfish. Matriarchy has foresight.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think so.
By the way, under a matriarchal structure, I would not be opposed. Not be opposed to what's that word when you fix a boy? When you get your boy dog fixed, what's that word?
Oh, neuter.
Neuter. What's the person term for that? No, not that one. Not that one. Vasectomy. I would not
Vasectomy,
be
that's
opposed.
right.
I would not be opposed to mandatory vasectomies that are reversible on boys that are 13. So vasectomy in terms of like, because now what they can do is they can take a needle and they can go in the tube where the sperm comes out. So there's different tubes, right? There's a sperm tube with the swimmers and there's a liquid tube. And so you can just poke a needle in the sperm tube and put a gel in there that doesn't move, doesn't go anywhere, like filler in your cheeks. And then when the boy becomes a man and a woman selects him to father a child, he can go to the doctor and with her signature have that reversed with another injection that breaks down the gel. So now his little swimmers can come back out again. And now he can make a baby. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
You know, I wouldn't either because I think we would have a lot more wanted children.
100%. And a lot less complications.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your thoughts on that. I just love listening to you. I hear you all day long. You're in my ear. And I feel positive. I feel clarity. I feel so much change is coming and I love it. I love being here. This is a very safe space for me.
Welcome to the army.
Thank you.
You can come back anytime. Yeah, guys, anytime you're scrolling around and you see that there is a live stream about, should it be legal for women to have bodily autonomy and what's happening inside of her body? Should she be allowed to have control over her own body and her own life? Feel free to pop in and go, we need to address this at the source, because since you're solution oriented, show me you're actually solution oriented, not just hating on women. Show us you actually want to solve the problem by supporting mandatory vasectomies at 13, reversible when a woman signs off on his fathering abilities. Don't forget, my loves, there's no such thing as the terminology single mom. The actual terminology is failed male. The only reason a woman would be raising a child on her own would be because a male failed to look after his sperm. Failed male. Dad and father is a status. You need to actually be a father to have that status. Coitus to help women catch up? What do you mean by that? Coitus on what? Coitus on what? Well, obviously if you die, that's a different story altogether. That's not what I'm talking about. Good, quote me. That's why I say what I say. Quotas on what? Quotas on what? What was that about? Florida? Quotas on what? Parliament or company boards? quotas on like how many males can be in charge. Somebody wants to cut off the peepees. Somebody's gung-ho about cutting off peepees. No, the best person for the job, non-gendered. You can vote for me. The best person, make it non-gendered, not quotas. Make it non-gendered. I do believe castration for criminals, yes. When you show that first you have those impulses and you don't control those impulses, at the first time, the first offense, no more. Cut off your hands, cut off your peepees. You can't do anything anymore. You have to make the punishment adequate. Cut off the hands and the peepees. Got my vote. Lovies, don't forget to get your books in the link in my bio. The free book, Fake Love Need Not Apply, How to Identify and Get Rid of Posers, Losers, Scammers, and Predators. Comeback Queen is going to help you heal faster from a breakup or divorce. No More Assholes is how you make sure you don't make a mistake when you pick a long-term partner. You're going to use observation before selection. Make sure if you're using my methodology, you get your instruction manual. Do it correctly. No More Assholes in English, No More Assholes in Spanish. This is also an audiobook narrated by me, not on Audible. It's in the link in my bio or my website, canadasdatingcoach.com. No More Assholes also has a workbook, which has bonus material, positive affirmations, yes. Evolution Revolution, we are turning away from patriarchy because it is toxic. It is abusive. It is disinformation. The opposite of that. Grift, eh? Look at that, ladies. Who calls it a grift? Would it be the loser who's self-identified? Because look, ladies, I tell you to pick a man. Obviously, this loser calls this a grift because he's not the selection, right? Because if a man was here, he'd say, keep talking, Chantal. I love it when you teach women to pick me. But of course, a loser calls it a grift when you use observation before selection. Ooh, got my Globe Journaling custom made. Globe Journal, increasing your self-esteem in 60 days. Do you recommend doing both simultaneously? You can. You can, my love, because this is your journal. You're going to do your work in here on a daily basis for 60 days, and this is going to help you dive into your purpose and passion and learn to monetize it. So you can do them both simultaneously. Custom made, discover your purpose, passion, and talent and monetize it. Recommend a starter book for a widow. What do you want to achieve? Fix That Shit is going to help you have a zero-fight relationship by teaching you communication skills, conflict resolution skills. So if you want to learn to take responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors and be more functional, get yourself a copy of Fix That Shit. By the way, Fix That Shit for Women is also an audio book. Love custom made so far. And also the Fix That Shit books have a workbook with bonus material. I got Say Yes to Goodness and Glow Up, custom made, waiting for shipping. Say Yes to Goodness, 10 steps for a complete happy you, elevating your happiness in 10 areas of your life that affect you mentally and emotionally. Glow Up Journal, working on that self-esteem. Love that. Hi, my love. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. What topic are you here for?
I'm just here not for the forum, but just wanting to ask for some help.
What's your question?
My question is, how do you get over your first situationship? I don't know if you have talked about situationships. I think you've probably said to not do any of those, but I'm really struggling. I've bought your book, No More Assholes, but I haven't yet finished it. And yeah, so the struggle is, how do you get over it? Because this guy, I had my first kiss with, as well as, the first, what. And so it's really hard because he's a really terrible guy. There's so many red flags, but I think it's so I'm struggling.
Yeah, because you said you said that he had red flags. So here's the thing, my love. You're struggling because you're still holding on to the fantasy, which I call the castle in the sky, which is the expectations you created in your head. Now, an expectation is a story you tell yourself that disappoints you if it doesn't come true. You're still holding on to the story. I had a story about who he is, who we were going to be together, what our life was going to look like, and I'm having difficulty letting go of the story because I ingrained the story so much in my mind. And so when I think about him, I think about the story and the sadness of the story, my disappointment in the story, and how much I yearn for the story. When I yearn for the story, I still yearn for him. And you need to replace all of that with anger. Okay? So you need to think of things he said that disrespected you, didn't take you seriously, played you, gaslit you, lied to you. You need to think about those individual things and go, fuck you. You need to think about things he did, ways he was indifferent to you, ways he showed you he wasn't consistent, ways that he let you down. Think of those individual instances and go, he did that? Fuck you. You need to put yourself into anger to get yourself out of these emotions of yearning.
Okay. Someone said write it down, and I wonder if that would really help to like make a list of all those things.
Probably because you're having amnesia, aren't you? Because you're so much in your imagination. It's time to pull it out of your head and write it down on paper.
Okay. And also, he gives me like really big ones, so that's hard. Like
Can you
just
give
the
yourself
physical.
a go?
Can I give myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Replace them with your hand, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, hello.
Bye.
Exactly. Pink vibrating Steven in the drawer beside your bed will do just fine. Dating 101, my loves, make sure you get this for your kiddos. Doesn't matter how old they are, grab this book and read it. This is going to turn you into an educator. So we're going to teach them how to recognize manipulation, coercion, how to not be taken advantage of, how to be empowered because they own their own body. So use the buttons, my loves, in the link in my bio to get those paperbacks on Amazon. 20 minutes. Ebook bundle deals, audiobooks. Lovelies, I'm going to head out for tonight. Yes. So, and don't forget, tomorrow is the second meeting for the $70 Million Club. So if you wanted to join, go ahead and use the button in the link in my bio. Join my Abundance Club. The people in that club are already feeling, actually from the first day, we have a WhatsApp group, and the next morning there were people in the WhatsApp group that were already reporting good luck, like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened kind of situations. This was so easy, so much abundance, like things started flowing their way instantly. Had somebody sign up for the group, and the moment they signed up, they sold something they were looking to sell for $6,000. Somebody got an incredible work opportunity where they're literally making 1,000 euros a day, which I believe in Canadian funds would come out to about $1,500 a day. So amazing. So if you guys want to join the Abundance group, the second meeting is tomorrow. Okay, my lovelies? Have a good night. I'll see you back tomorrow for my loosey-goosey times. Make sure you're following me. Make sure the notifications are on. Good night, my lovelies. Good night, my loves. Thank you, moms.